morning, everybody. Oh, there's some parrots flying. Big group of them. You always know when they're parrots. Anyway, good morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. Give you guys some time to share this to your friends and family. Tag anyone that you want to tag. Alert them that we are live. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who joined us on Tuesday. I was basically a shell of a person on Wednesday, just super tired, but it was so worth it. You guys definitely helped us reach our goal for Giving Tuesday. Numbers are still piling in, so we'll have more updates. We're actually also working on an official update for the Wildcat Walkabout that we did at the beginning of November. So we've got all kinds of things. There's a Bailey up there to be extremely thankful for. November was just incredible, and it's thanks to all of you guys. So this morning I just wanted to try to do a real walkabout. Lately I feel like it's always either just enrichment or a whole day of live after live. Typical Bailey. Miss Bales! Where'd Mo go? Maybe we actually see Moses? See if Moses is over here. So I kind of want to try to show you some cats that we haven't seen for Giving Tuesday lives or any of the other lives that I've done this week. I will say that yesterday morning Gilligan successfully went home from Funcation. It was really funny. They went out and they got him in lockout, and Jamie was like, hey, we got Gilligan, we're gonna move him and then get Servy. And I was like, you guys go on without me. I had just gotten in with the bunnies and was getting everybody settled. And I was like, you know, Gilligan and Servy get kind of stressed, and I just another person standing there with a camera and you know, can make the keepers nervous and make the cats nervous, and then, you know, people don't understand what's going on, so then they get upset thinking that we're doing something weird when we're just moving a cat to and from Funcation. So I was like, you know what, I was live all day yesterday, I'm gonna sit this one out. And then like 40 minutes later, she's like, they both moved the easiest they've ever moved before, and Servy even let Jamie use one of the scratchers to get all the mats off of her. I was like, go figure. I think Moses is in this den. I'm like, go figure. If I had been there, it would have been like a 45-minute standoff, and I also didn't want Gilligan to associate me with being caught, so I was like, no, sitting that one out. And of course it went super well. Well, you turned away the first time, so I came this way. So, same deal today though. I guess the plan is still that we will be moving Kimba Tiger home. And I don't know if it's going to be immediate or if they still need to go into vacation to do a couple maintenance things. But to my knowledge, Aria is still next on the list for vacation rotation. I keep a spreadsheet as to which cats go and how long they go for, and Gilligan, you know, got well over a month on vacation, and it was shocking to see that Kimba had been there since the end of September. So that was a very long vacation, but they got his enclosure all put back together and freshly painted, and so to my knowledge that is what will be taking place today. I don't know that I will go live for those, but at least you know what is happening. I think I'm just gonna stay on foot. I want to show you some cats you didn't really get to see a whole lot of in any of the lives from Tuesday. Since we were just talking about Gilligan coming home, let's find Gilly. also another reason I probably won't film Kimba is because the last time he went really quickly, but coming home, there was a bit of a standoff on that where everybody just had to go away. We had to let him walk the tunnel by himself. Hi, Gil. Hi, handsome boy. What you doing behind that tree? What you doing behind that tree, sweet boy? Huh? Are you gonna be hooing now that you're home? Did a lot of amazing lives, long lives too, in November. So if you've missed any of the lives from Walkabout, handing out all of the turkeys and hens, we're going. I want to show your cuteness. I want to show your cuteness. Where are you going? I'm not really sure. My whole routine got a little bit changed. Your whole routine got a little changed. But you can find all of those lives, including everything from Giving Tuesday. Those were all done here on our Facebook page. He seriously went to pee on that tree again. Sir! At dailybigcat.com. That is our secondary YouTube channel. That's where all of our live, unscripted, fly by the seat of your pants type of videos go. Hi, cute boy. Ooh. And it'd be super helpful if you guys shared videos on your timelines from dailybigcat.com and got other people interested. We put so many videos over at dailybigcat.com, but yet we still don't have a ton of subscribers. I haven't seen that number jump, so it'd be really cool if you guys made sure that you were subscribing as well as sharing videos from there as much as you share them from Facebook. That would be super awesome. All right, sir, I'm going this way, you go that way. He's like, I'm just unsure. I've only been home 24 hours and everything's weird. It's because we went into his enclosure and we raked and we pulled out some ferns and we, hi, baby girl. Got Miss Smalls. Did you end up playing with your snow cone? Because I don't see it anywhere. Or did they pull it out? Maybe they pulled it out. Where'd you go? Did you end up playing with that snow cone? We're going, Sass Pants. All right. Guess we're following. So I was going to check in with some of the big enrichment that we handed out on Tuesday. So I was going to walk over and look at what Kelowna and Dryden's looks like. We already know that Flint and Nabisco completely destroyed theirs, and they actually went in and cleaned all that up yesterday because it was in a billion pieces. Hey, little girl, I gotta keep moving. Smalls, come on. Hi. Hi, cuties. Are you purring? I hear all that purring. Yes, so much purring. you going, honey? What kind of mission are we on today? What kind of mission are we on today? Finding the coziest spot? Hi, sweetheart. No, tracking something. Look at that fluffy butt. All right, love. I will see you later for your spice bag. Keep moving. So let's go over and see if Kelowna and Dryden ended up and ended up interacting at all. Go check on Ginger too. What are you chasing? That's very silly. All right, I'm gonna keep walking. I'm just walking. So silly. All right, let's head on over here for a second. Ooh, very bright sun. Very bright sun, but chilly morning. I see cans that are out of the enrichment. Did you have fun, silly boy? Did you have fun? Did you end up liking the enrichment? Oh goodness, that made me jump. You're all the way up there and that still made me jump. So I can tell you that we have a bunch of enrichment that was pre-made. Oh yeah, they loved it. Look at this. So this was a really cute can toss. They got all the cans out of it. They ripped off the sign that said can toss. I wonder which one of them laid inside of there. That is so awesome. See, the more we give them this type of stuff, the less scary it is when, you know, we hand it out to them. And eventually, I mean, you guys saw even while we were still live with Flint Nabisco that Dryden at least came over and like checked it out. So that means in the future, if they keep getting items like this, eventually they're just gonna come right over and play. Maybe still not with like 5 people standing here, but Lauren and I might be able to hide behind something and sneak up for some photos or videos at least. Proof that it happened, although that's a lot of proof right there that it happened. Let's see, I don't think we handed out anything else super big in this area. Let me walk back, we'll walk through the middle. Let's see if we can get a Loki sighting. I'll get on my cart and head towards Ginger and we'll see what Ginger is up to. Otherwise, I think almost everybody else actually played with their enrichment right in front of us. We did 3 different lives on Giving Tuesday, so for enrichment specifically, and then a feeding tour as well. They're still feeding in this section, so I don't want to be super distraction, but there's a Loki. Hi, Loki. Thank you, boy. What you off to do? Scurrying. I'm gonna scurry. Thank you, boy. You can stay right there and I can stay right here and still show you. The Lokester. So pretty in your green grass. So pretty. Loki's a very shy hybrid. Oh my goodness. His big old raccoon tail. turkey sighting. Better than nothing. He's so darn cute. So darn cute. I know we saw Bear, and Bear's still over there eating, so yeah, let's get on the cart, head around the corner here. Go look at Ginger. So the next theme of like really awesome paper enrichment is actually an 80s theme, and they did it several months ago, and I talked Afton into it on Giving Tuesday. I was like, why don't we do that near New Year's so we can pretend to have an 80s flashback. Hi! Good morning! And she liked the idea, so, and then she even mentioned it in the staff meeting yesterday, so I think that's really happening. So probably once we get through handing out our next big enrichment, which you can purchase for the cats at bigcatrescue.biz, is the pine trees. So every single cat here, big and small, will get a pine tree, a real pine tree. And this year we're going to decorate them or put some wrapped like empty box presents with like spices and perfumes and stuff under the trees, just to make it look more festive. They really just like the tree all by itself, truthfully, but you know, what's a Christmas tree without some ornaments and decorations? So you can see that Cricket eventually went and played with her cotton candy. She's over there. She hangs out with Ginger in the mornings. Did you play with your cotton candy, lady? That is Cricket Serval. So the month of December will be all about the trees, but sometime in early January, we will try to do, not only that, we'll also be celebrating half of the sanctuary's birthdays, which I will have to get with Deb on that. Pretty much gonna do what we did last year and go oldest to youngest and give each one their own individual day. So here is the lollipops from Ginger. So somebody at least laid in the middle of that or batted one around. Just not while we were here. So cute. So Ginger is also a serval. She's walking around back there. She was featured on the Giving Tuesday feeding tour. So we did actually see her for feeding tour and enrichment. There are actually quite a few cats that overlapped, but I was excited because they're cats you don't always get to see like eat and play with enrichment, like Running Bear and Ginger and things like that. So let's pull over right here and see some circles in this area. We got a Zucari there, but let's see where Hutch is. Hutchkins! Hutch, Hutch! Oh, someone's moving. Hutch, Hutch! Hi, sweet boy! Come here and see me. They're moving. Hi! Come this way. Don't move too fast or anything. Don't move too fast. Hi, cute boy. Hi, cute boy. This is Hutch, also an African serval. Loki was the only hybrid we've seen so far. We've seen some bobcats, a Canada lynx, some servals. Right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where'd you go? Hutch, where'd you go? Here you are. Cute boy. Very cute boy. Making some biscuits. Post-breakfast biscuits. Yeah, I always tell people that Ginger, I think, is the perfect serval. Like, if you were going to see one in Africa where they actually belong, she's sleek and lean and, you know, perfect giant ears, and her coat is sleek. And then you've got cats that you can tell came through the illegal pet trade and inbreeding and things like that that are more washed out in color, a little bit chunkier because they had poor nutrition. A little bit fluffier. What'd you find to eat? He's always looking for something to eat. All right. It's nice seeing ya. We are gonna keep moving though. So Servy Serval, I saw her on the Explore camera this morning. So she's the serval. She's 21, almost 22. That is out in our 22,000 square foot Funcation enclosure now, and mat free, because that is just amazing. We use long metal retractable scratchers here because we are a non-touch facility. We do not, hi, what are you doing? We do not ever stick our hands in the cages with these cats. Hi, Zoo. Right? What are you saying? We don't buy, sell, trade, breed, touch, or allow any public contact. We also do not take these animals off property. It's dangerous, it's stupid, it's cruel. These cats don't want to go to loud parties and weddings and football games and ridiculous things like that. They shouldn't even be in cages to begin with, but when you breed exotic cats in cages in non-native areas, you can't just set them free. They've been habituated to people, and they expect when they see people that people mean food. That would be very dangerous in the wild. So Servy was just out on camera looking pretty, so you'll have to keep your eyes peeled for her. BigCatCams.com has a giant list of all the live cameras that are here. I usually keep 2 to 3 pulled up on my computer at all times and kind of switch back and forth. I know we didn't get much Jinx time on Giving Tuesday, so of course I think I showed him previously in the week, but to be honest, once those bunnies arrived on Monday, I have lost track of everything. Let's search for a Jinx real quick. Oh, there he is. I didn't have to search far. Hi, Bob. Hi, my love. Hi, my love. Oh, goodness sakes. This is Jinx, our black leopard. You can see very clearly that he has leopard spots when he's in the sunlight. What a good boy. Are you smiling? You've been chewing on a stick? Been chewing on something, yep, a stick. Always gotta show off. Always showing off by chewing on something. See, look how dangerous I am. Very scary. Very scary. Is actually very scary. Sorry, I'm at a really weird angle on a curved cage. You're so silly. He's like, I don't need no big enrichment. I entertain myself and everyone around me. Actually, Jinx got super spoiled around Halloween and the walkabout, so yeah. On the other side if it's less round of a wall. All of our cages are curved, which is super helpful for wind and hurricanes. We are in Florida, so we have a hurricane season every year, and these cages can withstand great wind speeds. I know. Always tell me looks like a gangster with a cigar when he chews on the sticks like that. The baby bunnies, Tinsel and Snickerdoodle, that came in on Monday, they're doing pretty good. I mean, bunnies are so delicate, and I'm basically an anxious ball of, you know, stress, because I just want to make sure that they make it. But when one's being finicky, the other's doing great, and vice versa. So it's just a every hour by hour, day by day situation. But they are eating for the most part, just not as much as I want them to. So today was actually the first time I left them at home instead of transporting them back and forth, because I'm wondering if the stress of the car ride, specifically yesterday, it took me over an hour to get home, and I just was stressing about them not being on a heating pad. So like my car heat was on full blast, and I almost died because it was just too hot for me. But so yeah, they're being bottle fed 3 times a day. They're active, so we'll see. We will see. All right, buddy. We keep moving. We're gonna keep moving. So that's another reason why you might not see cat moves later, because depending on what time they move those, I might not even be here to be live, because I will be heading home to feed the bunnies. And they'll be with me all weekend, so that's why I was like, well, I know starting this weekend we were gonna have downtime where I wasn't gonna have to transport them back and forth, but I started it a day early just to see if it helps. So you guys probably saw photos on, definitely I posted on Instagram. I'm not sure if Chaos was featured on Facebook yet, but Jamie did get some awesome photos of Chaos Caracal laying in her box, which I'm really, really glad we gave her that specific item, because it finally showed that a caracal will play with something. So she destroyed it. She knocked it over. She pulled a bunch of stuff off of it. She laid in the box for like almost the whole day. Look at that. So now I'm like desperate to give Cyrus something very similar to see if he will enjoy it. So that used to be a balloon toss. She tore the sign off of hers too. So absolutely incredible. I hear you, I'm coming. He's like, I have a new next door neighbor again. She don't like me. Hi, bud. Hi, cuties. There's my man. There's my man. So this is Cyrus Caracal. Oh my goodness. Now we gotta get you a box. We gotta get you a box. See what you think. Yeah. What do you think? Oh, look who's out. Hi, sweetheart. I'm so glad you had fun. I know, I'm not gonna get any closer. I'm so glad you had fun with that enrichment. Yeah, I was hoping all that rubbing would take some of those mats off of you. No. This is Chaos. She's our female caracal. She's the one that tore up our box. Here's our boy. Hey, Bob. They were housed together and used in an illegal breeding operation in Ohio, but when they came here, we spayed and neutered them because we don't believe in breeding for life in prison. We breed a captive cat in a cage, it's gonna always stay in a cage, so did not want to do that, so we did spay and neuter them, and then we put them back together, and they hated it. So they like to see each other, and I think they have little conversations. but they were not into actually sharing space, so now they're neighbors. Right, sweet boy? Now we're just neighbors. What do you think? What do you think? Internet is doing terribly back here, so we're gonna head on out of this back corner. So I want to go see Kali. We didn't really feature her on Tuesday either. And maybe wrap up with Jasmine. We'll see if Aria's still out. Is still out, so the camera's probably right on her. I was like looking behind me as I walked. You guys see her from here? Here's a little Servy Serval. She's our sweet little 21, almost 22-year-old serval that is a cancer survivor. She had a cancerous mass removed from her nose. Gosh, it's gotta have been about over a year ago, or close to at this point. But then again, I can't keep up with time lately, so I'm like, oh, it's December? Holy jeez. Okay. So you can, again, find Servy at bigcatcams.com and find Funcation Camera. There's a Mr. Man. Manny also has 2 cameras on that list. He's got one in front of his pool, which is over here. And then he's got one over in the bubble near his favorite den and his feeding area. All right. Now he just wants snacks that I don't have for him. Popcorn exploded even more in the middle of his cage. He definitely played with it that night, because the next morning it was way more shredded than it was when we did it on the live. It's in a bunch of pieces over there. So that was amazing. We kept trying to tell Afton, we're like, yeah, we only ever gave him something big when they, like the week they arrived, and that was way too much stimulation that day, so, or that whole, you know, first month really. So finally tried it again, and it was awesome. Simba's over there in front of one of his cameras. Khalid has a camera right here. Of course, I knew Khalid would be. This is her new favorite spot, and it's gotta be something about like the amount of sunshine. She's laying in the tunnel area that would take her either out to vacation or back across the street to the enclosure that she used to live in. And it's been weeks now where every day after breakfast, this spot is actually in full sun when she first gets here. And that's where she hangs out. And it looks terrible because like it looks like she's in a tiny little like hallway, but she's actually got like a football field's length worth of enclosures that way. And then she has this huge open air section here with that big platform and a pool and all of that, and she just prefers to lay right there. I don't know. Tigers are weird. And there's no good way for me to show her to you because she's behind like 3 layers of wire, so I don't know. So let's go see what Jasmine's doing. Maybe she's not laying in an awkward spot because all of this is Lily's enclosure. She just made up her mind. That is her new jam right now. There's the Jazz. Definitely Nosy Neighbor Award goes to Jasmine. She's always watching everybody around her. Well, like other cats like Kali are like, I could care less what you're doing. Like, oh, you're here to say hi. I don't even have to look at you if I don't want to. Which I love about her. She's like, I'll show you. I can go from my open air section into my roof section, over by my feeding area. There's a whole playlist of home tours at dailybigcat.com. Of course, I stopped making them because A, we hit storm season and it rained every single day and like everything felt like it was underwater. And then B, we started moving cats around so the cages weren't relevant to them anymore. And C, we started expanding enclosures, so again, they weren't relevant anymore, but it's still a really good reference point. Hi, honeys. Here's Miss Aria. I heard she's going on vacation. Are you going on vacation? Jen, the majority of the cats came in already named, unless it was a cruel name or a name where we already had the same cat, so instead of it being a Keisha, it was a Tisha, things like that. Any kind of rescues that don't have names are named by the specific rescuers that went and rescued them, or we've opened it up to staff and volunteers to vote. So we've had several witness protection cats. So Duchess, Jasmine, and Jinx were actually named by us volunteers. Aria was also named by her rescuers because she was witness protection. So what that means is the state confiscates them and sends them to a reputable accredited sanctuary for safe housing until the litigation is over, and then ultimately, if the cats are lucky, they get to stay at their accredited sanctuary. But there's actually now, at this point, I feel like there's more cats here that we've named than not, because so many came in with you know, weird names or names we couldn't really use, or sometimes you just want to give them a new name because they're about to have a new life, like a good life. So I know that I believe like Lovey and Thurston were renamed, or at least Thurston was. He has since passed away, but it seemed like he had a different name when he arrived. But we had a Gilligan's Island theme, so, which we saw Gilligan earlier. Yeah. And all of that kind of information, if we know of that information, is on their bio pages. And you can find all of those on our website, bigcatrescue.org/catbio. And like I said, starting in January, which I pretty much need to start working on now, we will be celebrating every single cat that is an unknown birthday, because generally when these cats are bred and illegally transferred around, a lot of the real information about them is lost, so we don't always have exact birth dates or information because the bad guys don't want, you know, to be trapped with all that. So it's a lot of guesstimates from our vet team and observations and digging around to find information. If you guys haven't seen The Conservation Game yet, an amazing documentary that really kind of hits that home, that if the cats even survive, you know, that type of world, very little real information can be found about them. Alright, so you guys can watch for this lady to go on vacation after Kimba heads home. I don't know if I can see Kimba. Jasmine followed us over though. Weather permitting, I will try to do another walkabout on Sunday, hopefully Sunday, Monday. I think all of December, my Tuesday is going to be more or less dedicated to volunteering. I will be covering several additional med shifts and volunteering to feed and clean on Tuesday. So heads up on that. Weather permitting, or depending on the needs of the sanctuary, whatever's going on, I try to do Wednesdays and Thursdays too, but things change around here with the wind because we are on cat time. Here's the man of the hour. Kimba is hanging out in his den. He's like, well, I didn't get breakfast and now I'm a little weirded out about it. So keep your eyes on bigcatcams.com today and all weekend. Please go to dailybigcat.com. Make sure you have subscribed and please share that channel so that we can get that channel to grow. That would mean like the world to me because that's where all my stuff goes. So many lives, like over 1,000 lives that I have done since I became a staff member here. So what is that, Bob? That's just Victor going by. Victor built you a new cage. Another big day. So thanks everybody. I hope you have a great day, a great weekend. Happy December, oh my gosh, and I will see you guys soon.